Happy New Year.
Blast off. Well, this is coming out before New Year's, so
Happy New Year.
Happy almost New Year.
happy
Yeah.
Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Boxing Day.
Andrew, what's your favorite Boxing Day memory?
Oh, probably when I boxed Jake Paul. That was a lot of
I
Yeah,
fun.
was about to
I
say.
remember.
Yeah.
I was there. I was in the
Yeah.
Cash App booth.
Also, when I went to the box factory, picked myself up a couple of boxes.
That was my favorite
That's
day.
that's a Boxing Day tradition for me.
Yeah, getting boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no box sale for Boxing Day, and I think that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm eating toast.
Yeah, we
Oh.
know.
Speaking of eating, I also eating box on Boxing Day. That's another great tradition.
Hunting
I'm
boxes.
more of a wine box kind of guy, but who am
Oh,
I
gotcha.
to
You
say?
you drink your wine. I mean your box.
You know me.
Damn. Do you hunt boxes? You know? Just the
Yeah, I do a little
family
box
tradition.
hunting.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
box hunting.
Yeah.
Just obliterate a cardboard box with a shotgun.
Nothing's more satisfying.
Nothing. Nothing's more satisfying.
Didn't they do that on Tiger King? You guys remember that? You guys watch Tiger King when it came out?
I did not
I
watch
did.
Tiger King.
I remember they shot guns a lot, and then
The shotguns.
I
They
think they shot like cardboard and shit.
yes. And he shot Carol Baskins too, or he was going to shoot Carol Baskins.
Well, Carol Baskins deserved it, so that's not true. I've never
We
seen
get
the
sued
show.
for defamation.
I've never seen the show. I just know that that dude, the not Carol Baskins, but the other guy, Tiger King, was like a psychopath.
Oh yeah, he
I
was
mean,
insane.
they're all kind of psychopaths. That one other guy like has like all of the wives and
Hell
stuff.
yeah,
I think you have to be a psychopath to own a big cat,
yeah.
or
What
really
if you have?
any
What, like, you're,
exotic animal.
are you talking like Tiger? Or are you talking like Garfield?
Yeah,
Wait.
Garfield.
So
Because Garfield is
I
sentient,
don't think
and that's kind of
I
fucked
don't
up
think
to own
I don't
something
think
that's sentient.
I don't think John from Garfield is a psychopath. I think he's a masochist
Yeah,
because he just
true.
suffers abuse all
well,
day.
okay.
He does.
And
That's kind of
Andrew,
what you have to do if you're a cat owner, though.
Andrew.
Yeah.
I want to roll it back. Okay, you said exotic animals are psychopaths. I want to figure out what is considered an
No,
exotic animal. Okay.
he said people who own
Well,
exotic
people.
animals
Yes.
are
Yes.
psychopaths.
Yes. That's
Exotic
what I'm.
animals don't have
And
to be
okay.
psychopaths.
Yes, you know where I'm going. Okay, but my question is, will you classify a snake and a spider as like one of those exotic pets?
Yeah,
I don't think that people that have those are psychopaths, but I think
I
that
do.
that's kind of a red flag if you own
Okay.
like reptiles or
So
Yeah.
I think a lizard, in my
insects or
personal opinion,
spiders.
right? I think lizards are
Lizards are
okay,
fine.
but when
Well,
some
for
girl,
fine.
lizard,
so for all the girls out there, right? So when you say I own a snake or a spider, that's a weird. I'm like,
huh.
do
That's
I
the same thing for
really
a
want to
guy,
talk to
though.
you? Well, yeah, same thing. But I mean, I'm not a girl trying to find
I
a
know
guy, so I wouldn't
I know.
know.
You're a guy trying to find a guy. I know.
Yeah, exactly, right? Still, red flag.
Yeah. No, if you own any of that kind of shit, then I
Man,
think
if
it's
you
not
own a
only a red
dog,
flag, you're a
then
psychopath. Yeah, psychopath dog, psychopath.
So
yeah.
you would say that it crosses into the psychopath
Yeah,
territory?
if you own a fucking spider, you're a lunatic. The fuck's wrong with you? I don't know why I was so angry about that. I'm not that mad. I just don't get it. Like, that's not a fun pet. You get a pet so you can have a companion. That's not a companion. That's just a nuisance that you've allowed into your house. It's like having me over for dinner. It's not a companion. It's just a nuisance that you've let into your house.
True.
This is true. Sean's
What
mom
do you
can
think?
confirm this.
What do you think is the most
Yeah.
insane animal to own?
Like,
Because I feel like
and
it would be like a chimp or like a
are you talking
or
about
like
like
a
a
tiger or
common,
some shit.
like a common animal, or just out of any animal?
Well, not out of any animal, but like one that you could reasonably keep as a pet. Like you can't keep a whale as a pet. You know what I mean? As like a personal pet.
But what
I mean,
about
you
a
can keep them at
dolphin?
Watch me.
SeaWorld, but that
Watch
doesn't
me.
count.
Watch me.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep a whale. I'm gonna find one.
Are you gonna have a whale of a time?
I was just about to say that too. So that's annoying.
Fucked.
God
Get
damn it.
fucked.
I'm trying to think of like maybe Yoshi. Yoshi would be a bad pet.
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, I would kill someone to have a pet Yoshi.
Yes.
I'd kill
What about
multiple
a
people.
Pikachu?
I'd kill someone to have a pet Empoleon.
I'd kill a
You
lot of
kidding me?
people for a Pokemon. Like a
Yeah,
lot.
I'd
If I
kill
got
a
my
lot.
own Lucario, dude, I'd snap my fingers and get rid of half the universe
Yeah,
for a
there's
Lucario. Even if it lives
there's
to
a
be
decent
5 years
amount.
old. Worth.
You'd kill half the universe for a
For a
5-year-old.
5-year-old Lucario.
Logan's desperate.
Yeah. He's gonna skip Lucario and he's gonna go right to Garvador. He's that down bad.
No, Lopunny.
Ugh.
Not
Good.
yum.
Oh right. I'm trying to think of like a pet that would be the worst pet to own. And it's hard because there's some pets that are like I'm trying to calculate. I'm trying to categorize this, all right? Because there's some pets look cool, would be cool to like pet, but would just be miserable to have. And then there's some pets that would be nice to have, but are just like ugly and disgusting. And then there's like that mix of like bad to have and also ugly and disgusting. I'm trying to
So-
like
What
find
would
the
be
perfect-
ugly and disgusting?
Okay.
What would
like a
Hold up,
spider.
hold up.
Like a
Hold up.
spider.
I have one, right?
Mm.
And it's I feel like it's more common than most. Like it kind of is like a little bit like a spider or snake, but I feel like more people have one is a bird. Why have a pet bird?
Yeah, yeah. Oh. Okay,
Like,
well, I don't know.
I don't
if we can share
understand. It
her
just
name.
goes
Can we?
I'm
I
like,
don't know if
shut
we
up.
can share her name on the podcast, but Andrew and I both know a certain woman, certain college-age woman who owns birds.
Yeah.
Who owns
Plural.
2 parakeets, in fact.
Emphasis on the plural.
Yeah, and I'm with you on this one, Logan. Yeah, if you own a bird, birds are worse.
Like
I think.
I feel
Birds
like
are-
the
birds
only
are
Also,
worse.
'cause birds are just government drones, you know.
Yeah, because they're
I
not
feel like
real,
the only
firstly, but
bird you could physically own is like a parrot, because that's like okay, cool, you can teach it to talk, right?
yeah.
But every other bird,
That's
it
the
just
one cool
chirps
thing.
and like shits in a cage, and like it lives in a cage.
Yeah.
Like, why you're not gonna let your bird fly around your house? I sure as hell wouldn't, because like I can't get
And
back in
it's
the
like-
cage.
It's so
If you ever have a
annoying.
bird fly into your place of work or your house, it's like it's awful.
Yeah.
It just knocks into everything, and it's a mess.
I
That's like you'd
I-
rather invite Sean
yeah.
over to dinner, and it's still cleaner.
Yeah. Well, not quite. Because you have to get the cum out, so.
Oh my god.
Wait, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm trying to think of I'm with you with the birds, because I can't think, there's no good reason to own a bird. They don't do anything. They're not like a fun companion, and they're just loud and annoying and messy.
Well, I was thinking, Logan mentioned if you get a parrot that can talk. That'd be the one cool thing. I just don't think it would be worth it, man.
It's cool in principle, but imagine
Yeah,
living
that's
with
what I'm
that
saying.
for like 5 years, yeah.
Also, I think they're like assholes. Like, 'cause they like attach to one person, and everyone else they're like dicks to. I don't.
Yeah.
I've heard this. I don't know if it's actually true.
It's
But-
true. If you've heard it, it's true.
That's.
I saw it on the internet, so
quotes
therefore
on
it's
that.
true.
Yeah.
I think my mom told me that because I think she had like a friend who had a parrot.
An ex-friend, because if you have a parrot,
Yeah.
then you gotta
Well,
get
yeah,
away from
actually, it was an ex-friend. Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Once
'cause,
you
like,
get a parrot, you can't have friends.
Yeah, yeah, you become a parrot person. Although one horse fuck, I already ruined the setup. One animal that's not a terrible animal, but the people who own it are weird, is a horse. Horse people are fucking weird.
I agree.
Like,
You gotta watch out
we
for the
all
horse
know-
people. Like some of them are okay. I feel like the people that own a horse that aren't like this. It's like smoking weed. We're going back to this, right? Like smoking weed is not a personality. Owning a horse is not a personality.
That's true.
They're like, I own a horse. The horse is my life. Like this is my horse, La Barbara. La Barbara runs around on a racetrack with me, and we
I
run in
love-
circles. And now I got a big truck, and I'm gonna roll coal with my horse carrier behind it,
Hell yeah.
and and then it's just all about their horse. Like you know, because like, and no shame, like I'm not trying to trash anybody, but like you're not it's not the type for me, right? But like
Yeah.
if you are a horse person, right? Good for you, but at the same time, like we don't want to
Kill
see
yourself.
it. Like
No,
you don't want to
Sean
see
mince
you
words
don't
on
want to
this
see
topic.
me take pictures of me playing video games. If you do, then you're gonna listen to the podcast, and then if not, I'm gonna shove the podcast down your throat. But that's
Yeah.
a different thing. But like, it's like you don't want to see what what I spend my free time on. Like, why would
If-
you want to, right? Like if it's stupid, like I
if
don't
you have-
want to see pictures of horses. You don't want to see pictures of my laptop.
Yeah.
So I don't post
If-
pictures of
if-
my laptop. You don't post pictures of your host.
I think a good way to put it. If you own a horse and you have had to jack off the horse to sell its sperm or semen, that's the step too far. That's the step too far.
Is
There
that
are
a
those
thing,
people.
Sean?
Yeah, oh god, yeah, are you kidding me? Yeah, absolutely a thing. Same with bulls. If you have a bull, they like jack off the bull and sell its semen because bull semen is very, very expensive. I don't know what it does, but they put it in Red Bull, obviously.
Oh, obviously, it gives you
Yeah,
wings.
Yeah. Do you remember that growing up in middle school? All the kids would be like, "Well, did you hear? Red Bull has bull sperm in it." Everybody go, "What?
I don't remember that, Sean.
Really?
So,
Oh
Sean,
shit! Oh man,
I
so many
actually
people would say
didn't. I didn't actually go to middle school. That was my twin.
Well, you lied to me.
We're actually not friends. We didn't actually meet till high school. So
Yeah, yeah. Damn. Hang on, I'm chewing. I'm doing my last bite.
I could tell, Sean. I feel
No.
like the male equivalent, and I know this has been said before on the internet, but I feel like the male equivalent of a horse girl is like a car guy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Like I don't think there's anything wrong inherently with like being into cars. That's cool, you
Yeah.
know? But like when it's your entire personality,
like when
if
your
you're
Instagram
exhausted-
is covered with your
cars?
Genesis, like nobody cares. Or your WRX, like nobody cares. Now, if you have an exotic car and you're like 12, congrats, your mom and dad are rich. But like, I don't know. Even with exotic cars, it's like okay, cool, like cool one picture, that's fine. You know, like that's like me, right? I have a motorcycle. I post one picture of my motorcycle. I'm not like, guys, it's my motorcycle. Hey, Andrew,
Yeah.
look at my motorcycle. Hey, but Sean, did
If-
you know I have a motorcycle? Like nobody
if
cares.
your exhaust pipe finna make you act up, then you've gone a step too far. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
You know what I mean? You take a look at that exhaust pipe and you're like, damn, whoa, wait a minute.
Damn, can I fit? Oh, it's too
Ew,
loose.
oh. Let's burn some coal.
It's called rolling coal, but
Get
yeah,
my
same
dick
thing.
in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's just don't have a if you're gonna have a hobby, don't be like weirdly obsessive over it.
Yeah.
Just in general.
I think as
Like,
long as you have a healthy relationship with your hobby,
yeah.
don't worry,
Okay.
you know?
Well, okay. So Sean says, don't be weirdly like be obsessed about it, but don't put it onto others. I
Or-
think that's
Don't
What if my-
proselytize your hobby.
Yeah, what if my hobby is to do that?
well
Just with
then,
any hobby.
Sean, you're a fucking asshole.
Well, you already knew that.
That's true.
That was in
You
the
did know.
contract. When I signed it, I had the clause that said I get to be an asshole still.
The clause, like Santa Claus,
Oh,
which is
Santa
what just
Claus.
happened.
Yeah, Christmas. Christmas was
How
weird
was,
for me.
How was Christmas in Japan, Sean?
Well, Christmas in Japan is celebrated in the same way that Halloween in America is, where it's technically a holiday, but people don't get work off or anything. So
Oh,
it's like one of those kind of holidays. Japanese people, they put up some lights, they have some Christmas themed stuff, but it doesn't really matter. It's more of a Hallmark holiday, even more so than it is in America. Like we give Christmas a lot of shit in America for being just bastardized, but it's way, way, way worse in Japan. Essentially,
yeah,
Christmas
but they
in
also don't
Japan.
have the like cultural.
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
they don't have
connection
the
to it in the same
Christianity
way.
aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have it. So I mean, it's not like upsetting, yeah, because they just adopted it only through like the Santa Claus, Coca-Cola
For, like
era. Yeah, they don't have the Christianity aspect to it, but or the gift giving like would it be cultural or spiritual almost aspect to Christmas where it's like a different vibe during the Christmas time. Everybody gets a little more happy hopefully.
Well, I get a little bit more horny, but that's just
Yeah,
Sean.
well, hey,
To each their
speaking
own.
of Christmas in Japan, that's essentially what the holiday is for. Is that Christmas Eve is for couples, and
Oh,
you just have
really?
you just have you go out and have like a special night or something,
See,
and you just fuck.
I feel like a lot. It's a mix here, like, cause like, it's a lot for the couples, like the new couples that are older. But I feel like Christmas is more of a family thing here, and
Yeah,
so like,
yeah,
if you take it to the point where it's like people like our age where we're getting older, right? And it's like you're trying to start your family, sure, but like it's more. I
okay,
feel like it's more for people with mom, dad, and a couple kids, or one kid,
yeah.
or 7 kids, whatever you want to
Whoa.
have, Kyle.
Wait a minute.
Uh,
I wants to have 7.
I
Is
think
that
he wants to
true?
have.
Is that a true fact?
I think he wants to have anywhere from 4 to 6. Don't
Oh,
quote me
you're
on this,
fucking
Kyle.
crazy.
I know four
Okay.
for sure. But I know he's going to text me when this comes out, and he's gonna call me. And he's gonna be like, "Actually, I only want
Actually?
3.596 of a kid." And then I'm gonna be like, "How do
Damn,
you get 5.96 of a kid?" And he's gonna be
Kyle.
like, "Watch me." And then I'm gonna have a lot of
Whoa.
questions.
Yeah. Kyle, here's a pro gamer move. If you want to have happiness in your life, don't have a kid. There's a pro gamer tip. Just don't have them. Do you want to enjoy being able to do things and go places and not sacrifice all of your money and time? Don't have a kid.
Don't have a dog either.
You don't have a dog. Don't have anything you have to constantly take care of. Don't have something that you have to take care of, and that can't be taken. Oh fuck. What am I trying to say? Yeah, just don't have
You know
something that
what you mean,
you have
Sean.
to take care of. Yeah, because like if you have a dog, a cat, and a goldfish, anything that can't take care of itself that you have to take care of is just a fucking nightmare. Don't do it.
Like
Don't
taking
do
care
it.
of myself is hard enough.
Yeah. 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 Obviously, I say some of that in jest, but I yeah, that's a lot of kids, Kyle. I think 4 is like whoa, way too many kids.
I agree.
Like 6. Philip Rivers, former quarterback in the NFL, has 9 kids, and there's
Ooh.
Was
another
he
player.
really?
But how
Yeah,
many
there's
of
another
them
player.
are gonna go to the NFL?
Uh, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. Usually, quarterback kids don't really go to the NFL. Like it's happened a few times, like the Mannings and stuff, but
Well, what I don't
usually they don't really.
understand is like why does everybody want to be the quarterback? Like,
Because it pays.
so like when I played
Also, you don't get
soccer,
hurt as much,
Yeah,
generally
and you don't get
speaking.
but like
hurt. Yeah,
but like when I played soccer, right? There's usually 4 defenders and there's like 1 or 2 forwards, and everyone's like, I want to play forward. Like, yeah, you get all
yeah,
the glory, but at the same time, your competition is like 10 times higher. And if you play
yeah,
defense, like you're not replaceable. Like it's very hard to replace you if you do your job. And like it's you can't just be like, oh, we're gonna sub you out. They don't sub their defenders out. You play the whole damn game. You get your whole damn paycheck. Well, in my case, I paid my whole damn paycheck. But
you, oh damn.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
kinda,
Anybody else?
kinda.
Like, why be
Anybody
a
else?
pitcher in baseball when you
You,
can be an outfielder and still get paid a lot of money, even though you're not getting
what
paid
Logan's
as much
saying is that
money,
he
but have a
cares more
longer
about the
career?
money than the fame.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I think some of the people care more about the actual just sport itself. They have a drive to win and be the best.
Yeah, it's
And like
about
those are
drive.
the
It's about power.
it's a yeah, it's about
We
drive.
stay hungry.
Starring Ryan Reynolds. Oh no, who was in Drive?
Yeah,
Mm.
it was
Ryan.
Ryan
You're the
Gosling.
movie guy.
Ryan Gosling.
Well, I don't remember his name. Ryan Gosling, not Reynolds. Ryan
Oh,
Gosling,
from
Drive.
La La Land. I watched that
From
movie.
yeah, from La La Land. Um, yeah. I I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. I just if I was in the NFL, I'd be a fucking kicker. Like
uh,
It,
yeah, I'd be a kicker or a second string quarterback or even a third string quarterback. Like,
yeah,
no,
I'd be a third string. Yeah,
second string
second strings
quarterback.
get called up.
Yeah, but like you ride the bench and you run the practice squad. Like
Yeah, but that's why you want to be the third string quarterback. Is
yeah,
because you
but then
watch the second string quarterback.
the third string, but is like you still do nothing, but the second string still often does nothing as well, but gets paid more because of the second string.
Oh, I guess technically they get paid a little bit more, and you
I'm
have a
all
little
about the
bit better
money.
job security. You get better job security with second string
Yeah,
quarterback.
third string they're gonna be
Like a
like,
lot of teams,
we don't play you. You cost too much. Do they
a
even
lot of
have third
teams
string
will.
quarterbacks?
Oh yeah, oh absolutely, they have third string quarterbacks. Yeah, like this year, like the last 2 years in the NFL with all the COVID stuff, like they've gone down to like fourth or fifth string quarterbacks in some teams.
No way.
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
That's insane.
If there was a few teams this year and last year, especially where well last year the Denver Broncos, all of their
Oh,
quarterbacks,
I
like the
remember that.
entire quarterback room,
Didn't they have someone who wasn't a quarterback player?
they had a practice squad wide receiver who played quarterback in high school start an NFL game.
That's
And
insane.
yeah, so it's like
That was when
it's pretty
Brock
nuts.
Osweiler was playing, right?
No, Brock, that was last year when that happened. Brock Osweiler retired in like 2018. Fucking Brock Osweiler, dude.
What a name.
That's a name. That's a name that you're never gonna hear ever again, because he was a
Right?
massive bust.
I totally forgot about
Unless
that guy.
Yeah.
unless you're listening to the Meteorology podcast, go
Unless you
get your
listen to
merch.
Meteorology podcast, go get your merch. Go get your stuff.
Go follow us
Yeah.
on YouTube. Drop
Go follow.
a subscribe, and
Drop a subscribe.
subscribe and comment, but only if it's nice. If you're mean, get the fuck out of here. I'll delete your
Yeah, if you're
comment.
mean,
Watch me.
watch me. I did. I recorded.
I saw.
My. Oh. Okay. I did post a second video, but I recorded
Yeah.
a new video. A few days ago. This
Ooh.
is an exclusive, a
I like
Meteorology
how
exclusive,
Sean
because I
doesn't
haven't edited.
post the Meteorology YouTube link. He just posts the Spotify and the Anchor link in his videos.
Yeah, well, it's because I copied it from the old one, and now that you've just said that, I just realized.
Sean, I have a link tree to Meteorology. Just
Yeah,
drop the link tree. They can
I
listen to
just
it whatever they
realized.
want.
I just realized that I have been. I'll change that. I can change that later. Um. No, but I did record a new video, and then we went yesterday. I was in Hachinohe. Took a train down, and we were gonna record a video in the biggest morning market in Japan. It's huge. It's at its peak. If you go to like at certain times of the year, there's like 350 stalls. It's just this massive morning
That sounds
market.
like COVID.
Yeah, Japan doesn't
I
really give a
thought,
Sean,
fuck.
yeah,
do you
I
have
thought
COVID?
Japan had COVID down pretty good, right?
Yeah, for sure. Japan
How's
does.
the vaccine situation there?
Oh, people are getting it.
Whoa,
People,
this is
I
very
think like,
political. I don't know if we can go down this route.
yeah, I think like 80 or 90% of people right
Holy
now in
shit.
Japan have. Yeah, it's a lot. People are on board with
Isn't the
the
US like
vaccine.
70% unvaccinated or some crazy amount
I
like
don't,
that?
I
I
don't
don't
think it's
know.
that high.
I don't think
I
it's that
thought it was
bad.
pretty high.
But yeah, it's like the biggest morning market. We were gonna film a bunch, but when we got there, the morning market is right on the dock and it's right by like the water. And so not only was it without wind chill, 16 degrees, but with
Oh
wind
my
chill,
god.
it was like getting close to 0 degrees. But um the ground, like the pathway that you go through all the market was literally oh, excuse me, literally ice to the point where everyone who was there was slipping and like falling over. And so it was just like, fuck it, we can't film. Let's just see if we can enjoy it a little bit. But it was cold. It gets so fucking cold. Like right now, I'm back in Mutsu, my home city, but it's like the snow is coming down so much. Like probably by tomorrow, we're gonna have like 6 or 8 inches.
Unlike us, where we got fucking scammed.
Yeah, my mom said
Oh, it's actually
that
snowing right now.
yeah,
Yeah,
It's
it's
finally a day and a half later.
finally. Um, but
Did it
I
not
did
snow on
record.
Christmas for you, Logan?
Not till 2 a.m. the next day. So this morning.
Damn.
Oh, really? It snowed out by where?
Well, you
In
also got to
Ellensburg?
remember, I
No,
live, I live in like downtown Well, not downtown
yeah,
Vancouver,
I
but I
know more
live
about
in
it.
Vancouver, like at like 200 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, the elevation's a lot higher.
Yeah.
But you know
Which
what's
is why
higher where I'm at? All the goddamn stoners.
Shut up.
Bum bum.
uh, yeah. It
Oh,
sucks.
um, I have a topic.
No way. Not on
So
this podcast.
I I watched Spider-Man. Anybody else watch Spider-Man?
I did.
Spider-Man. You watch Spider-Man?
I did.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch. I didn't watch Spider-Man.
Um,
Movies don't come out in Japan
so
until like
we're-
3 months
I would
later.
have watched it. I would have watched it with you, Logan, but
but you
I
hate
had
us.
already watched it.
Okay,
Yeah, I do
well,
hate you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do a spoiler-free take on this. Oh, I dropped my mic. That was weird. um, all I want to say about it is that Willem Dafoe is so good
Spoiler.
as the Green Goblin. He's in the fucking trailer. Fuck off.
I know. I'm kidding.
Spoiler.
But
Damn.
that's all I want to say is
Why
that
do you think- why do you
I think
think he
he
is watching
carries
the
the
movie?
movie more. I'm not gonna say too much more, but like I think that if he wasn't in the movie, it would not be as good as it is.
Yeah, I love
Spider-Man.
Willem Dafoe is just such a great actor.
And his
Yeah.
Green Goblin laugh is so good.
That's his laugh.
I also really like.
Yeah.
Andrew really likes.
He really likes nothing.
Didn't
I
I
guess.
trail off again?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
God damn it! I said Alfred Molina
Oh yeah.
Is he?
Doc Ock.
as
Yeah.
Doc Ock.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job. Yeah, he'd be the other one I would give. Like, fuck Jamie Foxx.
I like Jamie Foxx as an actor.
Was he the original guy that played? I never watched the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
I think
Yeah,
he is.
was-
He was.
But the
in,
way they portrayed
Spider-Man
him-
too.
In this one, made him look like better.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, that Spider-Man 2 movie with Andrew Garfield was really bad.
Yes, it hit. Well, everybody
It was
wants
really
this
bad.
Amazing Spider-Man 3 now after Andrew Garfield in the new one.
They should not do that.
Bum-ba-da.
I don't know.
Does whatever
We'll see.
a Spider-Man does.
Anyways, that was my short topic off of it.
how
I
is
have not
Tobey
watched
Maguire?
The Matrix.
How's my
It's
young man?
he doesn't act. I mean, I feel like he's trying to fill like a certain Spider-Man role, like kind of like the Godfather of Spider-Man. You know, like he's the OG Spider-Man, the old wise Spider-Man. I feel like that's what they're trying to portray him as.
Yeah, he looks really old.
Yeah, they're kind
Yeah.
of, it feels like it's like takes place way after his trilogy, and so he's like got it all figured out as Spider-Man kind of thing. But there was a few jokes in it that I was like, okay, that kind of like they like made fun of the other movies based off
Yeah.
of how they did some things, and I was like, okay, clever.
Oh, yeah. They were saying that it was like their universes were lame in comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Tobey Maguire, you say he looks old. He's almost 50. Like,
Yeah,
I had to look it up
Yeah.
after the movie. I was like, how old is he? And yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
he's in his late 40s. I was like, wow.
Yeah. So, it's a 50-year-old Spider. Actually, I'd be cool with like a Spider-Man who's like actually like old, but he still has to like fight people. You know what I mean?
Well, they
Like,
kind of
save
had
the
that
world.
in, they had that
Into the
in,
Spider-Verse.
yeah, Spider-Verse,
Yeah,
Peter Parker,
yeah.
and that was,
And that's
was
why
kind of older.
That's why I like that movie so much.
Well, they also had like
That's really my
LA Noir one was, yeah, I don't know, that was a pretty good movie.
That was
Yeah.
my major criticism of the new Spider-Man was that I felt like we'd already kind of done this before with the
Yeah, it was like
Into
wow,
the Spider-Verse, and it was kind
way
of
to-
done better there.
Dude, that movie, I still can't believe. Like, I know I've already shared my story of watching that movie on here, but like that movie is
Mhm.
fantastic.
It is
That
a good
blew me
movie.
out of my seat, and then
you
so
see
did
the,
Sean.
No, you were
Did-
curled up in a ball in the seat, in your fetal position. Blade Runner, 2049. Fetal position. Did you see?
Yes,
the
I saw the
for
new trailer. Yes,
The animated one.
yeah.
Looks cool.
Of course I did, bro.
Wait, what's the trailer?
Are they doing a
For-
second animated Spider-Man?
Oh, for Spider-Verse
Mhm.
Yeah.
sequel? That's cool.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Oh.
Apparently, there's gonna be another one after it too. This is
They're
Enter the Spider-Verse Part 1.
yeah. Speaking of trailers, they dropped the trailer for the the new Sonic movie, the Sonic 2.
I saw that as well.
I saw the
So
memes for it.
they
I saw
have
the meme
Tails
of
and Knuckles, but they got like Jim Carrey is like actual dressed up as Dr. Eggman, so I'm curious to see how he does.
they also got um shit, what's his name?
It's a good
Um
question.
Fuck, he's a big actor. Idris Elba to
Oh,
voice Knuckles.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
this is kind of weird.
Wow. Okay.
I
Name is
because like
Fuckles. I mean
all
Knuckles.
the other people are like the actual voice actors for the characters, but Idris Elba is fucking Knuckles. That is that's a weird thing, at least to see on like the credits. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. Can you explain it to me in 4K?
I will. There will be a lot of fan fiction porn written about this movie.
Oh, see, I already
Is that
watched
for
all
is
that, so.
that 4K? Is that 4K enough for you?
Mhm.
Okay, okay. Yeah. I never saw the first one. Sonic movie.
I
It's
didn't either.
actually pretty good for like
Is
a
it
I'd
for
give
really?
like a
it. I'd
movie,
give it
like a
three
video game
chili
movie.
dogs out of 5.
Well,
How
I'd
many
give it
chili
one
dogs would you
Donkey
give it?
Kong burrow out of
Oh,
2,500. No, I'm just kidding.
out of
I
two
don't
and
know
a
where I
half
was going with
thousand.
that.
You guys remember when they had the original look of the Sonic and it was like everybody hated it
Awful.
and they bullied the studio into changing it?
Yeah, yeah. To be fair, it was hideous. I mean, it was it was revolting to look at, but yeah, that's one of the only times that like a studio was just like, oh, never mind. Let's
Yeah.
let's fix that. Damn,
Oh,
damn.
you know what's another trailer they played during that Spider-Man movie was the new Batman,
I didn't
which
actually see that,
I think is just
so
called the Batman.
yeah.
The
I've seen the
Batman.
trailer, but yeah,
Kind
it's
of
gonna
Yeah, I
weird
be
saw
because I
that
dark.
like
trailer before, but it just reminded me.
It's literally
I
gonna be
like
like a horror movie.
yeah, I like Robert Pattinson a lot. He's really turned his career around after
Twilight.
uh,
Are you
Twilight. Yeah,
kidding me?
but
Twilight was peak,
Peak
phenomenal.
but
No, I actually
cannot.
watched these movies recently. I didn't watch all of them, but I was like, man, how did like people legitimately like not a lot of people, but like some people legitimately thought those were good movies, and I'm just
yeah,
surprised. Like I was like, did people actually take these seriously?
dude,
Well, they just
they are
fanboyed and
bad.
fangirled. It's like it's like the Harry Potter people, but they're like vampires are cooler, so it's like it's a different breed, you know?
Different breed. To be fair, some of the later Harry Potter movies are pretty decent. Uh, if I do say so myself, they're just fun little adventure movies.
So I haven't actually watched like any of like the ones that came after Harry Potter. You know what I'm talking about? Like the
Oh, I
Fantastic
haven't. Well,
Beasts and like the
I haven't
Tales
seen
of
any of those.
Grindelwald or whatever those. I know they're
Yeah.
making another one called The Secrets of Dumbledore, but like
Maybe they
I
shouldn't.
haven't.
It's just Secrets of Dumbledore is just hardcore gay sex.
Yeah,
Well, we know that, but like I don't know.
Uh,
I've heard
yeah.
they're good, but also it was somebody that really liked Harry Potter that told me that.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
haven't
like
seen those
people
movies.
telling me
Yeah.
that the ninth Star Wars movie was very good, and I look at them and I cry and I say, "Did your mom drop you in the head as a child?" And they
In fact,
return
they
with,
did.
"No, my dad did."
Damn. I haven't seen those movies, the Grindelwald movies or whatever. I don't really have an
Fantastic
interest in
Beast,
them.
and then turns into Grindelhog.
Grindeldor. But I do uh I when it was like a few years ago, but I sat down and I watched like all the Harry Potter movies back to back because I'd never seen them.
Oh,
Um,
like when you did Lord of the Rings.
yeah, and I liked the Harry Potter movies more than the Lord of the Rings ones. At least
well,
the
you're
Harry Potter
wrong.
movies
So
were interesting. Lord of the Rings, I guess I'm just not a big fan of like medieval fantasy stuff. You know what I mean? Like elves and dwarves and goblins and all that kind of stuff, which are all in the Harry Potter movies, but the Harry Potter movies get away with it because it's just like a more like young adult adventure film,
yeah,
where I don't like the ones where it takes itself so seriously. Like, well, you have to understand the lore behind it, otherwise the movie doesn't make sense. It's like, well, then the movie should explain the
Oh,
lore
so
a
it's
little bit.
like Kirby. You just gotta
Yeah,
understand the lore.
yeah. You
Kirby
kidding me?
lore.
You expect me to understand the Kirby film franchise, the cinematic universe Kirby, if you don't explain the lore? No, it sucks because like I've explained this before, but technically, the Lord of the Rings movies are very, very good. They're very well shot, well edited, well made. Like they're just not my speed, not my speed.
Oh, are you more of a
I don't.
PCP kind of guy?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
I
do
don't
have
know.
one major criticism of Lord of the Rings, and that it feels like a very like sexless world. Like, because there's like two female characters in the entire.
Well, you also gotta
Yeah,
remember that the time that they made those movies, they didn't have any of the. They're just like, we don't care about women. I mean, people still don't care about them today, but like, movies like try to make it more like because if you look at like
diverse.
original Star Wars, right? There was like two as well, and now you look at it now, they
Yeah,
try to keep
but
adding
like
more and
Princess Leia
more.
actually did stuff.
Yeah, Princess Leia wasn't like
Yeah,
she
kiss her
wasn't so
brother and
so
fuck
boring.
his best friend.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a girl boss.
It's a girl boss move. Uh, um, no, I get that too. I guess it just maybe what's really like turned me off of the Lord of the Rings movies is just knowing like there's like you guys are like normal people who just really like those movies, but you're not like obsessive about it. But I've
Whoa,
known
I'm
like
normal, bro.
yeah, but
Tight.
I've known a lot of people who are like really obsessive with those movies. Like they wanna
They wanna.
like
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
they
say.
wanna fuck all the
I didn't
elf
say it.
women.
I didn't say it. All right,
No,
Sean
they
said it.
they like they
Sean's
get
got the
like
party mouth.
swords. They get like swords and they're like into like medieval armor. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
like that's cool. Like I'm not gonna shit on somebody's hobby. Like that's cool. Like
so
the
they're
historical
larpers.
aspect of that, but yeah, like the historical aspect of some of that is really interesting, but they're only into it because of the movie and they like want to be in a fantasy world. It's like the fucking anime people. You know what I mean? They like,
Yeah, it is
"Oh, I'm
kind of
into
an equivalent to that.
yeah, like I'm trying to think of a good example of one, but like, oh yeah,
My
I'm
Hero
in I'm
Academia.
into yeah, I'm into well, no, 'cause I'm trying to think of like one where you pretend you have a hobby, like what the show is about, but you don't really have the hobby. You just like animated stuff, like you just like the anime.
One Piece.
But oh, like Alchemist. Like oh yeah, I
Oh
love
fuck no.
alchemy. I love alchemy. Like alchemy is so interesting, and it's
Oh,
like
or
they've
like
seen Full Metal
bladesmithing,
Alchemist.
things like
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like that kind of shit, where it's like you're just a fucking weeb. You don't actually like that
You're
shit.
just a fucking weeb.
Yeah. So I get that vibe a lot from Lord of the Rings, where it's like
You don't
I
really
don't
like
know.
riding horses and shooting bows and arrows and casting magic
Yeah,
spells.
yeah, and I don't know. It was fun. Like we played Andrew and I. We played D&D with
Wow, no invite.
yeah, yeah. Radiohead. Radiohead is a perfect example of this. Of this. I like how descriptive this tweet is. If you're not watching the Meteorology podcast on YouTube right now, what the fuck are
Now
you
is your
doing?
chance. Yeah.
Andrew just posted a funny tweet that is very relevant to our conversation.
True. I always try to keep it.
Yeah,
Will you read it for our viewers, Sean, with your amazing voice that you have?
I will. I will.
Jesus
Ew.
Sorry.
Christ.
I was trying to think of a funny voice to read it in, and I didn't think in time, so I just did that.
You just died.
Uh, I just died. Radiohead makes music for guys who put their back against the wall and slide down slowly when they get their hearts broken. That's pretty
Now I've seen
perfect.
that meme. I've seen that meme before, but with Drake. I just
Yeah.
thought it was funny that they said Radiohead because
I
you know
like
how
this
much
too.
we all love Radiohead.
I like this tweet too because the person's profile picture is the main female character from Cowboy Bebop. So it's like a double whammy. I think I wrote
Yeah,
this tweet.
I think you did.
I
Can you
think this
stop
is
lying
my
to the
Twitter actually.
audience?
Yeah. I did you guys any of you even hear about the Cowboy Bebop live action
I heard
thing
it
that got
sucked.
It looks
yeah,
really bad.
it looks really bad and it got canceled like immediately,
Yeah.
which is just a goddamn shame.
Oh, I
Like,
thought it was gonna be. I thought it was a movie.
no, it was like a TV show, and it was like bad, like really bad, like a Seinfeld sketch bad of like that's how it looked was like a Seinfeld sketch. You know what I mean? It looked like a sitcom, just bad. Why do they gotta ruin my favorite things? Why not make like fucking Lord of the Rings bullshit?
Or like
Why you
realist.
gotta get Cowboy Bebop? Why get Cowboy? Leave Cowboy Bebop alone. If you like Cowboy Bebop, or if you're interested in watching Cowboy Bebop, watch the actual fucking original series. Don't watch some bullshit that they just got remade for cash. Same with what they did with to Avatar. And, I mean, we
Mhm.
could name so many, but like, why take? I've said this before too, but why take a? It's because it makes money. I already know you're gonna say that, but it pisses me off on a creative standpoint when they take a really good like concept or a really well received, well loved like TV show or movie or book or something, and you know that you can't live up to it. It's already held in such a high regard, but they're just gonna remake that. Like, why not take something that's a really good idea, like a really good concept that was really poorly executed, and execute it well, remake it and make it good. They did that with Dread. If you ever watched the original Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone, it's terrible, but it's an interesting idea. And then they went back, they like 2 or 3 decades later, they remade it, and they took the interesting concept and they actually made it a good movie. Do that, please. Don't fucking ruin Cowboy Bebop, even though they
What
already
about
did.
your favorite remake, Old Boy?
Yeah, that's one
Oh,
of
you
the
know
most
they're
egregious.
remaking they're remaking Train to Busan.
Are you serious?
I think they're doing an American version. I think it's gonna be called like Train to like Manhattan or like New York or some shit.
Oh my God, that's ugh. Like
Isn't that
that's
so
something I
stupid?
just watch the original. Just watch the
Right?
original movie. Like, yeah, I don't understand. Like, I guess because people don't like subtitles, but the original Old Boy is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's so good, and then they just fucking make it so bad. It's so bad. Oh, that Old Boy. It sucks too because the remake of Old Boy actually has a lot of interesting casting choices. Like really pretty good casting. Josh Brolin, I really like. He's very good in a lot of
Dude,
things he's in, and
yeah, honestly, like I feel like, well, I wouldn't say he's like an underrated actor, like especially now, but like I
yeah,
feel like he's a very, very, very good voice actor, and he needs to do more like just straight up voice acting. And
yeah, he'd be a lot of fun to, cause he has a very good deep like I
yeah,
don't know.
like he did a
After
very good
Thanos,
job being, yeah, like Thanos. It's like you pick like a super villain, and you're like you pick him, like it fits well.
yeah,
Like I feel like he could
yeah,
do very well as being the bad guy in a lot of things, but then again, not everybody wants to be the bad guy in all the movies.
yeah. Um, yeah, that's one of the things that like made those Avengers movies, the two big ones, Endgame and Infinity
Infinity
War,
War, yeah.
really interesting. Is that Josh Brolin just very good as Thanos? Like, I was so surprised. Like, usually Marvel villains are pretty weak,
Ultron.
and you watch it. Oh yeah, Ultron, which sucks because James Spader, who voiced Ultron, is actually a really good actor. But
Yeah. Well,
uh,
like he had a good voice actor too, but it's just then it comes down to the writing. Like
yeah,
your
which
the
is
writing
Yeah,
of the
you
thing,
can
and
only go so far with your
they
acting.
did
You know,
very
if
well in the last two Avengers movies because they put the writing in. Like, yeah, you knew they were
yeah,
gonna lose, but you knew they were gonna win in the end. But like,
yeah,
it still made you feel like, oh shit, like. I mean, if you go back, I don't know. I highly recommend everybody to watch the entire Avengers theory or Avengers series, Cinema Sins, because it really explains on like the biggest thing that I think is stupid about the movies, and that's like how the balancing of who is powerful and who is not doesn't make sense. Because it's like
oh yeah,
you watch Thor Ragnarok and you're like, well, Thor doesn't need a hammer, and then in Infinity War he's like, I need a new hammer. It's like,
yeah.
okay, and then he beats the shit out of Hulk like by himself, and then he like goes toe to toe with him in Hulkbuster armor. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, and
Well,
like, eh,
all you need really to know about the power levels is that the blue rock guy from Ragnarok is the most powerful.
Korg?
And that's it. That's all you need to know. Korg, yeah, Korg. God, I need more Korg. Need more Korg in these movies.
I think he's gonna be in the new Thor movie that's
Like
coming
Thor,
out
yeah.
eventually.
Yeah,
Thor:
'cause
Love
it's
and
by the
Thunder when
same
they
guy.
make Thor finally a female Thor. I feel like that's gonna be the movie. They're all by the
Yeah,
same guy. Let's be real.
well, no, the first two aren't, but Thor
Yeah, they're all
Ragnarok
by the
and
same guy,
Well, recently.
Walt Disney.
Yeah,
Walt
fuck that
Disney.
guy.
Yeah, well, he's cryogenically frozen, obviously, so.
Yeah. Didn't you watch Futurama?
Yeah. The is that still a conspiracy, or is that one of the ones that's kind of like disappeared?
I don't see it really anymore.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't see it very
It's
much
kind of like
either.
the Tupac, still being alive, not as.
Yeah. Well, I'm hanging out with him, so,
Well, yeah, we
I
know
can
that.
confirm.
Come
Yeah,
on.
me
Oh
and
yeah, he
Tupac.
just went to Japan, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Me
I
and
actually
Pac
saw
go
him
way
there.
back. You did? Yeah.
hmm
You're here too?
Yeah, I'm actually in the snow.
What? I knew you would do something like that.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, damn. I just want to like not have any of my shows and movies and shit that I really love get remade anymore. Like
Right.
just let me watch. Just make the original easier to access. Like, and then I can
Yeah.
just watch it.
Well, but
Like they
but
did
they
that with
don't
Ghost in the
they
Shell.
don't benefit financially as much from that. So.
Yeah. Yeah. But like they did that with Ghost in the Shell a few years back. Like they remade
Oh
Ghost in the
yeah.
Shell, like, and it was like a shot-for-shot remake. Like, why even bother? Just watch the original. The original's amazing.
Well, and that goes to those like Disney remakes, the live action ones that they've been doing.
Yeah,
I think
they're
we've talked
remaking
about them.
Cinderella again.
Didn't they already remake it like live action?
Yeah, they remade it in like 2016, and they're doing it again.
They're
It's like,
really just
damn,
milking everything, man.
no.
They're like, you liked it once, you're gonna like it 6 more times.
Well, people do though. That's the thing, right? People do like it 6 more times. Like
I know it's like mostly for kids, but like, why can't kids just watch the animated?
why can't kids just fucking die? All of them.
Well, then you would be
Sean.
dead, Sean.
Yeah, see, this is it all comes. It's a big circle, right? If you stop having kids, then Disney can't make any more movies, and we get more original ideas. So stop having kids, people. Wrap that shit up.
You better
Like,
check
bust your
yourself
like shoot,
before you wreck yourself.
like shoot your shot all you want. Like I'm a big advocate for blowing your load, but like don't be knocking anybody up doing so. All right, there's your Sean pro tip. All right.
Literally a
be-
pro in tips.
Yeah, don't be cooming. I said it differently so that we don't get flagged.
We're gonna
The
get
algorithm.
we're gonna get flagged. Actually, I don't think we're big enough to get flagged. So you better
Well,
tell your friends
also,
to subscribe to us.
I was absolutely talking about cumin powder.
Yeah,
A
or like
spice, cumin.
comb in your hair.
Yeah. I know there's a few women that I know who really love like hot drippy cumin like all over their face. So, like make sure that you bring some spice with you when you go on your date cuz they
Sean, you're being rude, crude, and perverted.
uh, that sounds like my if I had a Netflix comedy special. Like you know what I
It'd
mean?
be it'd be called
Sean,
rude, crude, and perverted.
rude, crude, and perverted, yeah. It's my comedy special. I just tell racist jokes.
Well,
I'm like every other comedian. But that was where you're supposed to put in the drum symbol.
What, a
There's
laugh
the laugh
track?
track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bazinga.
Oh my gosh.
Babushka,
Babushka.
Babushka.
Bulgaria.
Blit. That's a little Russian for you. Blit. Blit.
Blit.
Suka blit.
Doesn't that mean
Thanks.
like? What is
think
it?
it's like-
Doesn't that mean
I
like
think it's
whore
like-
or something?
Yeah, it's like whore bitch. It's like suka blit, whore bitch. Yeah.
Wow.
Russian is
wow.
such a romantic language.
If you ask Russian,
Russian-
people,
Actually,
they
it's a
say
Slavic language.
Yeah, Russian and German are probably the two most romantic languages.
that Dutch. Don't forget Dutch.
And Dutch. I genuinely have not heard enough people speak in Dutch
Dutch
to
is like
know what it
German,
Oh,
but
sounds like.
like even harsher.
No, really?
no,
Hmm.
it sounds like a weird version of English.
Really?
Like some of it sounds like a little bit of English, and then it sounds like a little bit of German. It's like it's really weird.
Huh.
Here, let me send you a video. You don't have to watch it now, but you can watch it like after the podcast or something.
What? Meteorology 102 is giving me homework?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my
Wait
god.
till we get to 103, dude. You're gonna have so much homework. Be the
I have
hardest
so
class to
much homework.
pass. Like this one, they made you subscribe to a YouTube channel as well. Like, phew.
Speaking a video in Dutch.
But yeah, I've watched that video before, and it just sounds like she's just talking in like a weird, kind of funny English that you can like
Huh.
kind of make out some of it, but then
It's like
some of it sounds
really
German.
thick Irish accents. You're just like, what the fuck are you
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
sounds
talking
like a
about?
really thick accent.
Yeah. That's weird. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Your languages are so interesting, I think.
I think so too,
Damn.
and
Someday I'll
because I think it, that means it is. You know.
yeah. Oh, well, clearly. This council decides all things.
Yeah,
Is it time? Is it time for our recommendations?
probably. You want me to recommend
I mean, you
some
you do go
dedicated wham?
you do go first.
All right. I watched last night the greatest movie of all time again, and I think everyone
Was
should
it
watch it.
was it a Christmas movie?
Although you no, although
You have to
you
what?
have to unfortunately have Paramount Plus, which kind of sucks. Or I
Wow.
guess
Ooh.
own it
So
or pirate
Andrew,
it.
can you no pirating. Remember we are we support
Yeah.
Well, but
creators.
it's a pirate movie though.
Yeah.
Well, in that case it's okay.
So yeah, it's the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, the original 2004 movie. It's a masterpiece. I genuinely
Masterpiece.
think, like, unironically, it's a very funny movie.
Huh.
Like, there's some stuff that's like kind of, you know, geared toward kids, but like generally
No way.
speaking, it's like so weird and like it holds up. It's very funny.
It holds up. Is it as good as Courage the Cowardly Dog Return the Slab? Do you remember that?
I do not remember that, Sean.
Return the Slab. That used to freak me the fuck out as a kid.
That show is like terrifying.
Yeah. Return the Slab. Is that SpongeBob movie the one where towards the end it goes like live action and it's like a sponge and a starfish? Like,
Yeah, and there's David Hasselhoff.
yeah, okay. Yeah. I have seen that movie.
It's a classic.
Damn. It's a classic. It's a classic. Classic movie. Classic film. SpongeBob. All right, Logan.
Sean, this is actually a
Yeah.
direct recommendation for you. Okay.
What?
So you know how you like to get achievements, right?
So I have been known to get a few. Yeah.
Yes. So I found this game on Xbox Game Pass, right, for PC.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of a cool little game, right? It's not. They don't classify it as a game. They call it as more of an experimental project. But I think it's cool enough that like, I mean, free with Game Pass, right? So like, why not
Yeah.
try it out, right? Super easy to get all the achievements on. Like, literally will take you 5 minutes. But
Yeah.
it's called Townscaper,
Houndscaper.
and so you're basically in this giant water place, right? And if you click on the tiles, right, it creates a house. You have about 8 to 10 different colors you can pick for houses, right? And depending on how you build the houses in certain forms and stuff, depends on what is built. So if you have like
Yeah.
a 5x5, right, and you do the outside, and then just do bases for the bottom. So the first one you click is like a base, right? The second one you click is the house. So say you do a 5x5, right, with the base, and then on the outside you just do a house. You create a garden, right? Say you stack 3 houses on top of each other, it creates like a spiral pillar. So it's pretty cool. You can actually create some pretty cool and neat towns in it. Like and some cool things you can create, like churches, things like that. I don't know. It's a really cool thing you can do if you're bored and like kind of just want to click things and make things look cool. If you're super OCD, you could do that as well. You know, match up the like colors and things like that. If you just want
Yeah.
an easy 1,000 gamer score, that'll help you out as well. But I don't know.
I like.
I feel like you guys should check it out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I like the idea of that. Just kind of building,
Yeah,
making stuff.
literally no purpose,
No
no
poipus.
poipus.
No poipus. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good idea for a little like fun kind of thing.
Yeah,
I
I know
like
I'm the
making.
best.
I like building. I
Minecraft.
mean, it's not as cool as Madden 22, but
Yeah, building that ultimate
don't
team.
get ahead of yourself. Don't get
Yeah.
ahead of yourself here. I might have recommended this thing a long time ago, but I want to recommend it again because I just think it's so cool and so weird. Um, there's a animator on YouTube named Joel G, like Joel and then space G, like a name. Um, and he has this series called Enna, and it's like a I don't know. Have you ever seen like clips of that PS2 game, that Japanese PS2 game LCD or not LCD, sorry, LSD simulator, where it's just like this.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's like a video game where you just walk around and it's just like this weird, wild fucking world. But it's a series of like shorts with a main character that like has that, and it's like half animated, half like a walkthrough of like a weird fucking nightmare game. But it's just interesting and weird, and it has this. It's such a cool animation style, and there's so much like amazing attention to detail. It's honestly shocking that it's on YouTube because it's so well made, and it's just so unique. And I eat shit up like that. I love when there's just something
He
that's
eats
so.
your shit up.
I eat the shit up. I eat it.
Nom
I
nom nom.
literally stick a straw and just
Slurp.
slurp it up, dude. Give it a nice slurping. Um, but I just have to recommend it. I might have recommended it before, but just in case I didn't, uh, because it's just so weird and it doesn't make any sense. Like narratively, you're just like, what the fuck is happening? It's more for the experience, but I just adore it. I think it's so cool. Let me put a link into the episode of it that I really like. There's only four. There's only four little shorts so far. Um, but the one that I really like the most is this, and it's just like it's so wild and so strange, and there's so many cool ideas that you just sit back and you wonder like, how did this guy think of this? Like, how did this dude like think to make it look like this? Where does that come from? Where does the inspiration come from for that? So I just love it. I think it's so cool. So I have to recommend it as a piece of art. As a piece of art. I'm doing the Italian thing with my hands, the little like pinching of the Italian hands. It's a
Mhm.
piece of
Mhm.
art. A piece of art.
Magnif.
Uh, Magnif. It's a chef's kiss. But it's like it's the same with like music. Like even if you go to like a specific genre, like all of my well not all of them, but like a lot of my favorite rap songs are the ones with like the most wild weirdo like beat. Like Andrew, do you remember when you were showing us the Jailbreak the Tesla?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Jailbreak the
those kind of
Tesla.
songs where it's like it's just fucking weird and like wild, and I just love it. I think it's so cool. And this is kind of in not in the same vein of like being aggressive, but just it's like a it's like a fucking acid trip. That feels like a it feels like you found a PS2 game in like a scary nightmare, not nightmare. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know. It just is cool. It's cool. Watch it. I can't say enough
Uh,
good things about it. It's a very cool little series that this guy has made.
Cool.
Cool, cool.
Cool. Cool. Kachoo.
Cool, cool. All right, that was Happy New Year's.